Hey guys, I wanted to share a drawing I made recently. This is a time-lapse of a baby dragon. Dragons are part of the lore in the comic I'm working on, called Tifis Tempora. In this world, there are several dragon species that roam across the vast lands of Tuga, the planet where the story takes place. This little guy is commonly found in arid or warm environments. He usually feeds on small insects or birds, using the sensitive pads on his feet and tail to detect ground vibrations, a skill that helps him hunt effectively. While flying, he relies on sharp eyesight and his fur to sense wind changes, allowing him to detect movement in the air. The average height of a baby dragon like this one ranges from 10 to 20 inches, depending on its age. The tallest adult specimen recorded by humans has reached 4 meters in height. These creatures are mostly diurnal, often hunting in the early morning or late afternoon, and spending the rest of the day regulating their body temperature in caves, under the shade of trees, or basking in the sun. It's believed that this species can live for over 100 years. Like many flying dragons, the healthy young ones migrate annually from warm lowlands to cold mountain regions to mate and lay eggs in deep caves. Both parents take turns guarding the eggs and hunting for food. Once the hatchlings are born and the warm season begins, they instinctively leave the nest and fly toward lower, warmer regions. This particular species can't breathe fire, but its saliva, when mixed with sweat secreted through its skin and reabsorbed during grooming, becomes a powerful dissolving agent. It can use this substance as a defensive weapon by spitting it at threats or prey. Although naturally solitary and cautious, these dragons rarely attack unless provoked. However, when raised from a young age, they can be tamed and trained to perform tasks like delivering messages or hunting small pests around homes. Be sure to like the video and, if you're curious to learn more about this or any other species from the world of Tifis Tempora, drop a comment below. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for watching.